Today is the last round of the Elite Eight. After this, we progress to the Final Four of Launch Title Madness. In today's episode, we see the PlayStation 2's Tekken Tag take on Super Nintendo's F-Zero. And the zombies are still alive and they're after you in ZombiU as it takes on Super Mario 64. It's time to put a quarter in, folks. It's time to see if we can wind people up a little bit more and get them to snap. It is time for Launch Title Madness.
Off the grid, boom shakalaka!
Episode freaking 15 of Launch Title Madness. We got some scores to settle here. These matchups are going to be fun. They're not quite as tough though as the first round.
The top of this bracket was so top heavy.
Yeah, it was.
My god, this episode I'm not worried about at all. I mean, I am worried about because it's the Elite Eight and it's just chaos, but man, last episode was stressful.
Yeah, so this first matchup, let's take a look at it. You know, we've got Tekken Tag on the PlayStation 2. It's made it this far. It passed SSX. It passed Alex Kidd. It actually also was in the preliminary round.
Yes, and it advanced
against Twilight Princess.
Yes,
yeah.
Which was just absolutely insane. Going against F-Zero from the Super Nintendo, I just think we look at these titles.
The perennial dark horse in Launch Title Madness has been Tekken Tag on the PlayStation 2. Not even us could have predicted that Tekken Tag would have survived this long in this bracket. Tekken Tag started off in the preliminary round and took out Zelda Twilight Princess on the Nintendo Wii. It then made a pit stop in the next round to deliver a crushing uppercut to Alex Kidd from the Sega Genesis on its way to defeating its PS2 counterpart launch title, SSX. It has traveled through the snow, it has beat up on little kids, and it has crushed Nintendo fanboys and girls' hearts. Does Tekken Tag have what it takes to deliver one more crushing blow in Launch Title Madness? Time will tell. F-Zero on the Super Nintendo finds itself in this matchup with one of the easiest roads to this point in the entire bracket. In F-Zero's first appearance, it took out 1-2 switch. Woo, big deal, you're cool, we get it, yeah, F-Zero. It then went on to take on another racing game, Forza 5 on the Xbox One. I mean, F-Zero's a legend, Forza's definitely not. So who was surprised that F-Zero moved on? Does this futuristic racer on the Super Nintendo have enough fuel in the tank to take on an actual contender in Launch Title Madness? Let's find out. All right, here we go.
What a battle.
Two great games.
Two great games, and what's crazy, dude, looking at F-Zero's travel path, it's taking on nothing but racing games.
Yeah.
Which is so weird because this is a random generated bracket. And then Tekken Tag's over there freaking fighting people off left and right that are just completely different
little
genres.
Kids, little links, you know, little whatever, the snowboarders.
Sausage links.
Yeah.
And now it's going against F-Zero, Tekken Tag. Amazing fighting game. You guys know we aren't the biggest fans of fighting games, but it's made it this far.
And it's a little unique because it's got, you know, the mini games, the Tekken
Bowling.
4-player, the tag element.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And then you guys know we love our futuristic racers.
Mm-hmm.
F-Zero on the Super Nintendo started it all.
Yeah.
This is tough.
It is a tough one. You know, I love F-Zero, but I really, you know, I love this game in particular. But I really fall in love with the series. I love it, which is weird for me to say, but I love the 64 version, and I adore the GameCube version. This is my favorite version of Tekken. Just period. I just love Tekken Tag.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
This is really tough, though.
I think we're in the same boat. I was worried that you were gonna be all F-Zero.
No, because
this is a weird thing to explain, and I really loved F-Zero on Super Nintendo at the time, but the game is very, I don't know, it kind of over time, it's kind of a one-dimensional game as far as like, it just, you got one thing. You got the racing.
That's just it.
You can play a couple players, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. You know, it's not like Mario Kart was with like the battle modes, and I mean, it's got some different things, but Tekken Tag has a lot of variety. I just feel like if you bring some folks over, stuff like that, you're going to entertain the crowd longer with Tekken Tag than you are F-Zero.
Yes. And, like, you can easily, like, it's up to 4 players, which is amazing.
And you can't, like, drive your stake in the ground and be like, oh, this is the best racing game or best F-Zero game even ever. It was a great start.
Yeah, it started the franchise, which we're giving it credit for that.
Yeah. Where Tekken Tag, maybe I could make a strong argument, at least in my opinion, it's the best in the series. I do like the Tekken Tag Tournament too on the Wii U.
Yeah, the Wii U one's fantastic. Tekken Tag Tournament on the PS2 might be one of my favorite fighting games.
Yeah.
It's just so good.
It's good. I would prefer Soul Calibur over it, but I do love the game.
When did Soul Calibur lose?
Yeah.
Oh, last round.
Yeah, last round. But it's kind of tough to pull the pin on this, but
it is, but I just think we got to rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah, I think Tekken Tag moves on.
Tekken Tag is the freaking champ, dude.
Yeah,
From the preliminary round, moving on to the final 4.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So now we got to decide who the 4th contender in the final 4 is going to be. We have ZombiU on the Wii U versus Super Mario 64.
And the winner is going to join Tekken Tag, which you guys already know, Super Mario Brothers and Super Mario World.
Holy shit.
Can we get another Mario on that ship?
Holy shit.
I don't know. Let's take a look.
Let's find out.
At these contenders.
Not even the biggest zombie fans in the world could have predicted that ZombiU on the Wii U would still be hanging around at this point of launch title madness. How did it get here? It took out Gun on the Xbox 360, which is a badass game, but ZombiU prevailed. ZombiU then took on Marvel Ultimate Alliance, the PS3 edition, and once again nibbled the flesh and moved on in launch title madness. Today it takes on a legend. Today it takes on an icon. Does ZombiU have what it takes to move its undead ass on in launch title madness? We're gonna have to find out. Possibly one of the most overhyped and overrated video games of all time, Super Mario 64 finds itself in the Elite 8 of launch title madness. To date, Super Mario 64 has really only seen one true matchup, let's just be honest. In its first appearance, it took out Rise on the Xbox One. How do you pick Rise over Super Mario 64? We couldn't even pull that off. Then in the next round, it took on Soul Calibur from the Sega Dreamcast. There was a lot of tension in the room here at Gaming Off the Grid, and believe it or not, Robert drove Mario 64 into the Elite 8. It was all his fault. Today, Mario 64 takes on ZombiU from the Wii U. Can Mario, in his overrated and overhyped 64-bit form, move on to another round of launch title madness? Time will tell.
Man, I mean, I hope you guys know how much we love ZombiU, how much we love the Wii U. It's an amazing game. Is this one even worth talking about? I mean,
what do you mean? How are you?
How can ZombiU beat Mario 64? I'm with you on Mario 64, dude. The game, it's not one of the best games of all time.
Just remember what people said last time. We sold out.
I'm telling you right now, if Mario 64 could not beat Soul Calibur in this bracket, there's no way in God's green earth it cannot beat ZombiU.
Yeah. So then that would be like ZombiU's better than Soul Calibur.
Yeah, I mean,
we love ZombiU.
If we were to pick ZombiU over Mario 64, we're doing it just to prove a point that we don't like Mario 64, which we typically don't.
We don't like it.
Yeah.
But it's launch title madness. It's launch titles. It was impactful. I've said all this before.
Yeah.
It sucks because it's made it this far, and every time it's advanced, I've hated that it's advanced, even though I pushed for it to advance last time.
And guys, ZombiU, we have done countless segments and episodes on of how good of a game this
Dude,
is.
it's the best way to play the game. It's available on other things, but that's the best way to play the game.
Now, it has had a fairly easy run to this point. That's the only reason it's made it this far.
Yeah.
It drew a pretty good run in the bracket. But that's not a takeaway from the fact that it's an amazing game. Great multiplayer. The mastermind mode.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
So amazing. The horde mode, even single player, is so fun. But what are we doing here? I mean, Mario 64 has got to move on. It just has to.
Ah, man. I was hoping we would be on the same page of, like, let's fucking upset some people.
Yeah.
But I can't. I can't do it because Mario 64 is just... It's not even... ZombiU's not even in the same ballpark as Mario 64.
It's not.
And I hate that game so much.
Yeah.
But, like, dude, Mario 64 is in the major league... And ZombiU is playing AAA ball, dude.
And I'm sure we're going to get tons of comments. Oh, Nintendo fanboys, you got 3 Mario games in the finals. I mean, guys, the Mario games that are in the finals, who could argue the impact Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario World, Super Mario 64 had? Now, I do think that we've got the creme de la creme, and then we've got the bottom feeder in Mario 64 in there, but it still had an impact.
And it still was... Remember when the N64 came out, guys? That was like the freaking everything.
So, Final Four is set. We have Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario World, Tekken Tag, which is the dark horse in this race, and Super Mario 64.
I'm honestly not shocked that there's that many Mario games.
I'm not either.
Because, obviously, we love Nintendo, we grew up with Nintendo, but I just think Mario games in general are just timeless masterpieces.
Yeah,
you know?
and, I even think, now it wasn't a launch title, but the legacy that Odyssey will have will be a timeless one as well.
Dude, that brought in so many new people into the Mario series, the way it captures the retro side of things.
Yeah.
Beautiful game.
It's set. I am happy, though, that a PS2 game is still alive, and I'm very happy that it's Tekken Tag, because it's just one of those games that is just doesn't get talked about enough. We've got a short list of games like that are just... They're perfect video games.
Dude, and what's crazy is if you would have told me at the beginning of this game, or this bracket, that Tekken Tag Tournament on the PS2 would be in the Final Four, I would be mind blown.
Well, I know something's a good game when I don't like the genre, and I love the game.
Advancing.
Tekken Tag, like, I'm not a big fighting game fan. I love Tekken Tag. I'm not a big hockey fan. I love NHL Hitz. I don't like racing. I love Burnout 3. So those type of games that can transcend my preconceived notions of what I know I don't like tells me how badass they are. So it definitely deserves to be in this. I think it does.
It's going to be really fun and really stressful. But I think after this episode, there's only 2 more, and then the whole series is over. It's crazy. We started this back in March.
Yeah. And the final will be kind of fun. We'll do something special for that. It'll be a good little recap, and then it's going to simmer down to the final matchup. So it'll be a lot of fun. But, when things get stressful, there's something that we have been blessed with to help those situations.
The ability to taste things.
Yeah.
So I am really appreciative of my tongue.
Yeah. And well, I was thinking beer, but the tongue comes before the beer.
Yeah, chicken before the egg, tongue before the beer. Yeah. That's what I always say. Today we're drinking Mean Streets by Surly. I feel like this might be Streets of Rage.
Yeah, was this their summer sampler pack or like their IPA sampler pack? Whatever.
Something like that. This is a Sultana IPA, fruity, dark, mean. Comes in at 6.8%. Wow. It does not taste like it's that strong.
It doesn't. It is a little mild for a Surly beer. I think Surly really kind of cut their teeth on the beer scene, craft beer scene, with stuff like Furious and things like that would just really, what is there like an Axeman or something like that?
Yeah, Todd the Axeman.
Yeah, that just really come in and just want to punch you in the freaking throat, and that's awesome for people who like that stuff. This is way more mild.
It still has a hop taste.
It does, but given the time of year, August, hotter than hayseeds outside, I'm down for drinking this. I like this.
It's a nice, easy, enjoyable beer. Surly they make good, strong beers. I don't think I've had like a beer where I'm like, they kind of missed it on that one.
I mean, like nothing crazy, but I'd give this an 8 out of 10. If you're an IPA fan, you got this,
dude,
you'd be happy.
This is a great summer beer. I could see myself drinking this on a hot summer day. I rewarded that so you didn't see that it was coming. But this beer is just really good.
Yeah. All right, guys. Launch Title Madness is coming to a close. We are down to the final 2 episodes. We've been slogging through this thing for the better part of a year, at least 2021, right?
Yeah. It's been going on all year.
15 episodes in. We got to get this thing done. We got to crown a champion, a victor, a vector, who is the ultimate launch title of all time, or what is, rather. It's going to be a lot of fun to decide. We've been enjoying the series. We hope you have been as well. Thank you for riding dirty with us through 15 freaking episodes of a mini-series
that no one cares about.
Yeah, but I think those who do really do.
Yes.
Those who don't, whatever. We know miniseries are not the way to go on YouTube. We know that, but we still just do what we want to do. We just do what makes us happy.
Making us happy stresses us out.
Yeah. But anyways, enough of that. We'll see you guys next time right here on Launch Title Madness on the one and only Gaming Off the Grid. Yeah. It's time to put a quarter in, folks. It's time to see if we can wind people up a little bit more and get them to snap. It is time for Launch Title Madness.